Right, we are back in the rank grind, and let's have a look. We keep a 7 here, that's quite questionable. We do need black and blue to carry and cast some of our spells, but let's just see where things go from here. It looks like our opponent is taking their sweet time. So you might notice this is slightly bit of a longer match, but that's because our opponent apparently, there we go, Scavenger's Talent. So we've got a black, which is perfect. We're going to immediately exile. Of course, my Bluetooth speakers are connected, so the sound didn't come out. Let's plot the Pillar to Bog to buy us some time here. We ultimately want to try and draw a land to get our final colour if we can. But also, it's a nice thing to just dig. Because right now we can't even cast the bargain. Opponent is, I don't know, considering their life choices for playing Rakdos. No, see? Wow, what time to play a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Shock in here, and we'll drop down Edgar. Just gonna get Edgar's down there. Fable's gonna go here. Thing is, I think this is either Demons or Sacrifice, and we can board wipe here with the Fable, so I want to hold up for the... Ooh, Jund. That means... Oh yeah, it's Raksak, sorry, the Scavenger's Talent came out first. There's a Mayhem Devil, so we could lose Edgar here to a block and a double ping. Opponent's doing something, I guess. And playing a Witch's Oven, yeah, that apparently required 5 minutes of them to consider. Beanstalk is huge here. So first I want to pillage the bog, see if I can find... There's our final colour, so I am definitely taking that just to sort things out. We're going to shock in and playing up the Beanstalk, so we can trigger some card draw. Alright, I'm going to hold back here. We can draw 3 cards off the bargain. We have a flipped Fable, and I want to... Basically, I want to Clarion and take out their board. There's a Blood-type Harvester. We definitely cannot let that resolve with a Kiki Jiki here. They attack in, which is an interesting choice, so I will block the Mayhem Devil.
Hold the line.
Interesting. So if they sack their extra stuff now, they could kill Edgar, but they have to get free damage from the Mayhem Devil first. So yeah, they're just going to do the 1 damage here to guarantee the trade, but they forgot the rule of Edgar. Right, they have a double Witch's Oven, which is going to be pretty rough. So let's go over a Shasha's Bargain here, draw a card. There's the Warrior Grave we put to the bottom. Right, looking at the things here, I'm going to take removal and removal. And we get a... Oof, man, this is going to be a rough one. So let's start with the board wipe.
Try again.
They're going to do some sacking here, get some food ready for later. Then we'll play a tap land and we'll pass back. I forgot that we only had 1 white source, so I couldn't hold up the Leyline Binding, which is pretty stupid on my part. There's a Yigra. It's quite terrible, except Edgar makes this infinite sack token. So let's throw out the Leyline Binding.
Bye.
Exile Yigra. We're going to sacrifice our token here, and the Yigra is now going to be gone, or they have to sack, which is fine because now we can just go bring to light here, and we have a Niv in hand, so I'm actually going to take a little different option here. I'm considering it. I'm going to go with, I think, the Valky. I could have Maelstrom Pulse, but I want to save that. So here comes Valky. We get to plus, exile 2 lands. We'll play one of our lands tapped to make them think it's okay. Now, they've got 2 options here. Yep, they go for a Fable. They could have applied pressure here because Edgar's going to flip back. Let's tip up Tybalt. 4 lands with Tybalt is quite unfortunate. But what we're going to do here, we want to save the Nivs for if we don't have a hand. So we'll destroy the Fable before they can draw cards.
Try again.
And then we'll go with... I'm considering my options here. I could go, yeah, we're going to go for the reload here. Just put the pressure on.
Reload.
With our reload active, opponent starts timing out. Right, we only hit 2 off there, but we have a removal spell and then the tutor. Edgar puts on the pressure. We'll discard 2 cards. You know, Edgar flipped and I forgot to use the Edgar sound. This is part of the fun of still trying to learn how to do this. Okay, yeah. We go with hate pieces and... Yep. Now, I'm assuming that they are going to bring in more removal for enchantments to deal with us. So we're going to go with the Rest in Peace here, because it's another threat enchantment they have to answer, because it cuts off their loop and stops the Yigra combo. This hand is literally sitting at a, oh yeah, we want them to get a, we don't want them to feel bad in a 2-0, let's give them this. So I'm going to keep this. Alright, play a land. Opponent goes with a Blood Tithe. We get the worst removal spell here with the Vanishing Verse. We're going to Leyline Binding here.
Bye.
Get rid of that. Hold them back if we can. We've got a good lifelink set up here if we can resolve it. Second Blood Tithe. So we will play another land, play the Cornucopia. We are set up now. We have everything we need. We just need to draw active spells. Well, we got Fort Seized, which sucks, because that was our one active spell, although we did not have a target. Opponent is looping, trying to find something. There's a Rest in Peace, so let's just get that down here. Exile some graveyards, keep the combo offline. We can cycle this Ketra Triome to try and find something here. They play a Scavenger's Talent, which is pretty dangerous actually, because they could start milling us if they just start stacking stuff. They are desperately digging for another land here. They hit us for free. Cycle the Triome. Find a spell. Not too great here. We'll just hold it back. We can kill the Blood Type Harvester at least. Right, in response, let's make him discard.
Oh, he did.
And take out their Blood Tithe. We are flooding like nobody's business right now. They go for a go blank. Yep, we'll discard our hand. We're just going to draw cards. We don't have enough for play Yorion, blink Yorion, so we'll just pass it back. Opponent drops the Fable. We draw a land. I'm going to play the land so we have enough for a Yorion blink next turn if we have to. We'll see what they'll do here. So they are bringing in more hand hate. They find the second Fable. We find the 14 millionth land. We play the Up the Beanstalk, which is a pretty good card draw here. Second Rest in Peace isn't really relevant at playing, so we'll just hold it back. We need to find something that can deal with the board state here, or we are just dead to double Kiki Jiki. There's a Mayhem Devil. 2 treasures. Right, it's just on this. If we don't draw anything active, they've just won the game because we flooded out. There's a go blank. Yep, Rest in Peace isn't going to do anything here. We can't actually... Yeah, we find another trillionth land, so I'm going to play this on the hope of finding a Cornucopia. Gain some life, draw a card. Literally drew, honestly, the worst card we could draw here, because the Pulse is great 5 turns ago. With that in mind, we're just going to go here, take out the Mayhem Devil. There's a Tolsimir, so we can gain life here. They have a Stead to Rights here if they make the right play. They have another Mayhem Devil, so fortunately we are just dead. Apparently my computer powered it up here. So, if they copy Mayhem Devil and swing in and sack all treasures, I believe that is lethal damage. Yep. Oh wait, no, they copy the Blood Tithe. And then power down the Yorion and kill it, but then only hit us for... Huh. Yeah, we're still dead because they can still hit us with the treasure tokens, sacking the blood tokens. We'll bring in the Fatal Pushes, take out the Rest in Peace because I guess, I don't know what Arena was thinking. We'll bring back in Edgar and we'll take out a Valky and we'll take out Nahiri, and what else did I take out in this matchup? We took out one Bring to Light because ultimately they want a combo, and we probably need like a snipe effect in the sideboard. I'm going to keep this because it's lands and spells. There's the Witch's Oven off the top. We'll play another tap land here, buy some time, see what they're going to play. They play a Cauldron Familiar and a second Witch's Oven, so this Maelstrom Pulse now looks very tasty. Let's pulse.
Try again.
They can do a quick loop here with the cat, but we're going to take out 2 of their ovens, which will do pretty well. However, we've got to remember this deck can combo with just 2 cats and a Yigra. So we go down to 17 and get hit with that. Opponent plays the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We will consider our options. I'm going to exile the Fable here. I don't want them drawing additional cards. We'll play the land. Oh, I forgot.
Bye.
Remember this. Not get too involved in watching the game again. Alright, they swing in. They're up to 5 mana, so they could drop a Yigra. No, they Deadly Dispute to draw cards. Scavenger's Talent, so they have a way now to kind of bring back exile stuff from the graveyard. And they have a way to mill themselves to look for the setup of the combo. Right, there's a Beanstalk, which looks pretty good. However, I think our best option here is Bring to Light. And yep, as always, we're going to grab our boy.
Reload.
Niv comes in, finds us. Oh, that's a beautiful culling ritual. Look at that. Look at that culling ritual. They're going to kill Niv with some removal here. Yeah, Patchwork Formation. Brought that in for enchantment, an artifact, and flying hate. Let's see what they go for on their turn. They make a treasure, swing in, put us down to 10. They activate level 2 with the Scavenger's Talent. They don't have anything to reanimate yet. Oh yes, I can't wait to cast this Culling Ritual. It's one of my favourite spells. Alright, so we play the land for turn. Let's hit the Culling Ritual, see if they respond.
Oh, he did.
Right, they mill. They choose to mill themselves, put 2 things in the graveyard. They lose all of their cards, we make 3 mana. We will, yeah, they make a food. So let's Beanstalk, draw a card. Oh, there's a Colligan's Command, so we'll keep that in case they find a 3rd oven. But we can pass it back, losing 1 mana here, because if they bring back the Cauldron Familiar, we can just go for the exile here.
Bye.
So they've lost the Cauldron Familiar and 2 of their cards. There's a Blood Type Harvester, finding a go blank. We'll get rid of the board wipe, and we'll get rid of. No, we'll keep. Ooh, yeah, K command. We lose our graveyard, but we're not a graveyard player, so it's not a big deal. We will.
Oh, he did.
Gain 3 life, pass it back. We'll hold. Actually, you know what? I could have blown up the blood there, but I think it's better that we just wait. Yep, there comes. All right, here comes the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So this Rush Usher's Bargain is 3 cards here with the Beanstalk. They find another Cauldron Familiar. I think that must be their 3rd one now. So let's hit the bargain, draw a land, find a life gain and an exile effect. So let's exile.
Bye.
Take out the Cauldron Familiar. Oh, this is going to be brutal. So let's Ancient Cornucopia into Ancient Cornucopia. Then play Night of Autumn. And we will blow up the
Try again.
Saga, and we gained 4 life for that. Ooh, that seems pretty insurmountable. Here comes a Thoughtseize, gonna take away the Lightning Helix. Opponent attacks in. We were gonna take it because, oh, we top deck a Supreme. That's even better. Because this repass all our spells and gives us tons of life. But first, let's Yorion. Gain life. We should have probably floated mana here, so we'll just float some mana, draw a card. Now we get to blink Beanstalk. Oh, we didn't blink Beanstalk. I was too excited. Stuff comes back. We will put counters on it. They make another Scavenger's Talent, so they could still effectively pull their way back from this. But we have substantial pressure now. So let's play a Niv Mizzet Supreme and gain 10 life and draw a card from our current setup. Boom. And our opponent concedes.